I'm gonna go take off my listeners. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Shit Show Extravaganza with Shaheen, Erica, and as a guest, I am here today, Ray, Discount American. Welcome. Hello. And
It's Ray Cowboy Tanaka. You have to know that it's a Cowboy Tanaka.
yeah,
That's your personality.
of course, yes.
Okay, before we start, maybe a little introduction as to who. I know you're gonna talk about your freshman experience, but first, like, who are you? What do you
Who am
study?
I?
Where do you go?
Oh, I am Ray Tanaka. I am the president of CBA.
Liar.
No, let's not. Let's not do that now. I just finished freshman year at SDSU. I am studying business management, emphasis in entrepreneurship, and I'm Asian. That's it.
Hey, I have a question.
Yes.
Is this like the actual recording? Or is
Oh,
this practice?
I think so.
Oh, okay. Okay, I'll just cut out my question then.
what was your question?
Is this,
Man,
did we
you're
start?
really dense.
I didn't know if we started or not. I couldn't tell.
Oh.
We did the whole. Anyway.
Yeah, the intro.
I'm
It was a very bad
dumb.
intro.
I have bronchitis. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Me too.
It's okay, he's dyslexic. Yeah. I sing from my nipples. Things happen. Okay, so I'll cough together then. Man, you got an ugly cough, Ray.
I really do think I got bronchitis again because it hurts to
Go to
cough.
the hospital. Go to the hospital.
Yeah.
And my health care expires in 3 days. I can't. I don't have the money.
It expires in 3 weeks.
In 3 days.
3 days.
In 3 days. You have today. Go.
Yeah, just go now.
No, I have work tomorrow. I can't miss it.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, but I mean, work versus
Your health.
expiration of health insurance is kind of.
That's fine. That's fine. I'll just.
Okay. My name is Shaheen, and I can make melodious sounds through my nipples.
My name is Erica, and my bronchitis has made a comeback.
Hello, I am Ray, and I am a discount American or Japanese, whatever you want it to be.
It's just discount. You need to know that.
Yeah.
And I can't talk English.
You can't talk any language. You're impressive at that.
Did I tell you, Sheen, what he did?
What did I do?
What do you do?
He wants to volunteer at ALI. And you know, like you can't.
No, Erica, please, no.
So he emails. He emails. He emails ALI. And says,
Stop hitting the audio.
he messages them.
Right, it's already out there. People know that you messaged ALI. I just need to know the contents of that email.
No, you don't have to. You don't have to.
Right, this is a part of your character.
You don't have to. No.
He just
I
said.
didn't know. I didn't know.
He just,
No. Hear me out. Hear me out. Okay, listen to me. It's my time.
Dang. Okay.
The email said.
No. What happened? No, let me speak.
Are you
I
gonna?
have a voice.
I heard your voice.
Wait. So, like, are you gonna tell them
No,
what you
Erica,
emailed?
why are you ignoring me? Let me speak.
Okay.
Let me do my explanation.
Okay. Go for it.
Alright, cool. So here's how it went. Right? Next semester, I'm gonna become the ALI coordinator, right? It's set. It's, and then so I messaged Chris, what should I do? Right? And then I was like, oh, should I email ALI? And he's like, yes, please do that. And I said, okay, I'll email ALI, right? And then I email ALI saying like, oh, like, I want to volunteer and stuff like that. Cause I thought that's how it's supposed to work. I thought that's what I'm supposed to do. Turns out, I emailed them and I waited one day, right? I was like, okay, they're still, they probably have a lot of emails. Then I waited another, and I waited another, and then I waited another. I was like, they are ignoring me. So then I went up to Erica and they're like, Erica, something's wrong. They ignore my message. And then Erica just like, and then go ahead, you take it from here.
You can't just email. He said, I would like to volunteer. And he just wanted
That's all he said?
I didn't know what else to say.
You say, hello, my name is Cowboy Ray Tanaka. I am a student at SDSU. I am studying blah, 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 and I would like to volunteer due to my experience with blah, 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 and then maybe throw in a resume or something.
The reason why, it doesn't work out because the way he volunteers is, the facilitator job. And it's a job. You have to apply for the job.
Chris could have told me that, but I didn't know.
He didn't know either. Chris didn't know either.
Well, I didn't. He was gonna be. He's the next president. So I'm like, okay.
About to call him Mexican.
Yeah, but he doesn't really. At least from when I hung out with him.
I am sorry. I have learned my lesson. I am fully aware now.
You treated it like you were going through a drive-through. Ordering.
Hi, I would like to volunteer. Okay, bye-bye.
Can I get a side of fries with that?
And why would you send them so many emails?
I'm sorry. Okay,
are you trying to have them break up with you? What are you doing?
It happened. Let's just move on.
Oh man. Ray, you truly are a cowboy.
Anyways, today's topic is
being fresh, man.
Yay.
Yeah, so Erica and I graduated.
And I
we're past
year.
Oh man, we're talking here, man. Can you give me a second?
Sorry.
We're far gone from our freshman year. However, Cowboy Ray Tanaka, as he just eagerly displayed, has recently graduated from freshman year.
Graduated. Yay.
So I think it'll be nice to have this. I don't know.
Wonderful. Lovely.
Like ad-libs now? But no, yeah, it'll be a weird perspective to kind of hear the freshman year stories from an actual person that just finished freshman year, as opposed to us that have been. I forgot what college is like. It's only been a year, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Cowboy Tanaka, would you like to start off your journey? Why SDSU? How SDSU?
Why SDSU? I don't know. I chose SDSU because my parents, they were like, my mom especially was eagerly telling me to just like, oh, check out SDSU, check out San Diego, and da 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 da. And I was looking at other schools like, like more higher level, like UCI and stuff like that, because I was honestly kind of.
Did you email them saying, I would like to be a student? I would like to be a student. I would like to be a student. And you just kept emailing them?
No, I actually stopped. We don't have to bring that back. We can throw that away in the
I'm
trash.
just imagining you eager.
Dead. That story's dead. Move on now. Anyways.
I'm sorry, keep going.
Cause, my parents are like, oh, check out SDSU and stuff like that. And I'm just like, oh, fine, okay, check it out. And then.
Do you think they were pushing for SDSU because it's closer to home?
No, like UCI and like other schools like that, they're way closer, Where like.
Did you ever look at colleges outside of, California?
Yes, I wanted to go to the East Coast, like New York.
Oh, wow, was that supposed to be an accent?
No.
Was that an accent, or did you just get an epileptic seizure? Like, what was that?
I just had a small heart attack. Anyways.
It'd be like that, don't it?
Yeah, I wanted to go to I just wanted to go somewhere different. Like, I hated LA. I hate this place.
I hate this town.
Like, it's so much. Like, okay, for the people who think LA is cool and stuff, it's not. There's nothing to do here, okay? Just don't live here. You're gonna regret it. I'm telling you. Anyways, it's just traffic.
No, I agree with you. I think San Diego is a much better place.
Yeah, San Diego is a much better place to be. Okay. Anyways, yeah, I hit LA and I just looked, and then I went to SDSU, and I was just like, huh, this is not actually so bad. Like, why not? I just go here. So
did you visit the campus first before
I did visit the campus, and yes, definitely visit the campus for all the incoming freshmen. Definitely visit the campus.
Oh, that's cool.
And I just visited the campus. I was like, hey, this is like a really nice place. Like, it's big, you know, it's not crammed like most LA schools with all the buildings and stuff. It's pretty, you can see the sky. And I just like, there's like this, you know, voice telling me like, oh, just go to SDSU. It's like, I think you'll like it. I was like, yeah, I'll go to SDSU. And,
yeah.
Voice okay, so voices in your head.
Ray had a conversation with himself.
Why do you have to pick on every little thing I say? Why do you have to pick on every little thing?
Because we love you, that's why.
So,
we love you and the voice in your head. It just whispers back.
You know, it's telling me, shut up, stop.
So it does have a voice. Okay.
Anyways, yeah, that's why I chose SDSU. And cool. I don't regret it at all.
That's good.
What was, okay.
I was thinking of a question to ask.
Oh.
I was trying to hide my laughs, but,
no, because I want, like, what was your initial, like, experience, like, the first day?
Did you go through the orientation, or?
I did go to orientation.
You did or didn't?
I did.
Oh.
That's where they walk you through campus and stuff, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And, what was his name? The guy with the glasses?
Oh yeah, the guy with the glasses, yeah.
Wait, do you know who this guy is? Cause I don't.
No, there's so many people with glasses nowadays.
I think it was like the vice president, or not the vice president.
Oh, okay.
Like
is it the new? No.
His hair swept back.
I don't know what the vice president looks like. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not very cultured.
Yeah.
Nobody cares.
Anyways, yeah, I went through orientation day, and my first initial thought was like, damn, I'm scared. Like, so many people I just don't know is like surrounding me, right? And at the time, I was not very social, or I'm still not very social, but I wasn't very social, so I didn't talk to anybody. I just looked around, just like observing people, and just like, hey, that guy has glasses.
His hair swept back.
His hair swept back. Yeah, and then...
Okay, were you, from your high school, were you the only one that came to SDSU, or do you have a friend that...
One person, but I'm not very close with him, so...
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I literally went alone, basically.
Yeah, cool.
And it was scary, to be honest. It was pretty scary at first. You know, I'm glad I stuck with it.
Did you in your first week, did you feel not homesick, but I guess homesick? Like, did you miss your parents, but not in that childish way, more of like, I'm used to having you around, but here I am. And where do you live, in Zura?
Yeah.
Here I am in Zura, surrounded by...
No, I didn't miss them at all. I just felt...
Shit.
Okay, there. You could have lied for that question.
No, I didn't feel like homesick or anything. I just felt like isolated, kind of, because there was nobody I could talk to that, like, you know, like, I didn't have friends that went. So the first week, or the first month, was kind of rough, really, and then it got better after that.
Did you have a roommate at Zura? I don't remember.
Yeah, I had 2 roommates, and one of them was very social, and the other one was just a gamer. And I remember we went, us 3, we went around on our floor to talk with like the other people who on our floor, and I remember I was, you know, talking with them, and then I was just like, I didn't feel that click. I didn't feel like, oh, we could be friends. I was just like, okay. maybe.
Was that with your roommates or with your people on your floor?
Both my roommates and just the people on my floor. Like they were different.
Yeah.
I didn't like them.
You didn't like that? I thought you just said you didn't mind them. Like you didn't.
No, I didn't. I didn't really like them. They were
Okay.
very
You
judgmental.
moved out of Zura, right? Like upcoming semester. You're moving out of Zura. You're going somewhere else, right?
Yeah, I'm going to.
Okay, you're not gonna get murdered. That's fine. Okay.
I mean, they could come at me.
I'm so proud of that. They can come at me.
He's ready to fight.
I am ready. Like, come on.
You are a fighter. Wins one Undokai, thinks he can destroy the world.
I got my Yakuza glasses. Come on, let's go.
Oh man, no Yakuza would ever say that line.
You don't know.
I know.
You were part of them?
Remember bald head tattooed. You know.
Okay.
You know, you're right.
The Shakuza. You know the Shakuza?
Shakuza. Shaheen Yakuza.
Oh man. That's our rival. Anyways.
It's the Yakuza of Shaquille O'Neal.
Ew, that's gross. I don't like that.
But yeah, the first month of freshman year was super tough. 'Cause you know how like college you try to like balance your social life, your studies and what was it, health? No,
not really.
What was that last one?
No, it was like there was like three things like social life, study, and
sleep.
Sleep.
There you go. Sleep.
Health.
I forgot.
Health.
I guess.
Who cares about health?
I have bronchitis, bro. It's over.
I had a kidney stone in my second year. I was ready to die.
But anyways, like my focus was more into like, you know, the study and like my health, and I didn't really talk to anybody. I didn't join any clubs or anything for like the first month. And you know, it was really tough. I didn't have anybody to talk to. I was just studying economics and stuff like that. And
did you in your classes would you make friends in that first month? Did you like were you put into groups? Because you know how the first few weeks they put you into groups so you can get to know people. Some of the classes, not all of them, but in those freshman GE classes, if they're small enough, they'd introduce
groups,
put you in groups or something. Did you do that? Or
no? Not at all.
Did you take Japanese the first year or no?
No, I did not.
You don't need it, right?
You know,
okay.
I may be discount, but I could speak and somewhat write Japanese.
Somewhat.
Wow, you're so cool.
Yes, I am super. Anyways, yeah, there was nothing like that. I didn't make any friends. I didn't really try to talk to classmates. I just went to class and got some food and went back to my room. That was like my first whole month, basically.
Ideal.
Yeah. Did
you go to the Aztec night?
No, I did. I went with my roommates, but it was so boring. Like,
for those people that don't know what Aztec nights are, it's for the first month of school. They would have these parties, socials, things every weekend.
Yeah.
To welcome in freshmen, and they could be lame. I definitely did not enjoy them too much. They were okay.
I never went to them because I knew they were lame.
I didn't go to them my freshman year though. I went to them my sophomore year.
I thought it was super lame. You know, we had like carnivals and stuff like that, and they were like giving out like popcorn. But you know, when you're with 3 men or 3 dudes, it's not that fun. 3 dudes doesn't.
So you're just lonely, is what you're saying.
Yeah. But I think it's very typical to be feel isolated, like maybe like the first few weeks of your freshman year, and then I think it gets better. But you know, after like a month of just studying and sleeping and just eating, I was just like, maybe I should join a club. And honestly, I initially like thought about like, you know, joining a frat.
NSU?
A frat.
A frat. Oh man,
wow.
You really said that with so much shame.
Yeah, I cause,
Was there a certain frat in mind? You want to give them a shout out?
no, no, not really. Just like, I thought about, cause like, I was still in touch with my high school friends, and they were just like, oh yeah, I joined this frat, I joined this frat, I joined this frat. And I was like, oh, might as well check it out, right?
Yeah.
But, and then like, I learned that like, you have to wear like a suit and tie and like, kind of dress nicely, and you're getting interviewed. I was like, oh, that's too much work.
And you get honeys.
Like, I know they're very social, but I know like, and there's like a lot of drugs, alcohol that gets involved, but I didn't really mind that, but.
And also a low-key hazing culture.
Yeah. But, and then I learned like the process. I was like, oh, too much work. Okay.
You also pay.
Yeah, you have to pay, which is the biggest no-no. The biggest.
Like, okay, cause in my sophomore year, my friend was in, Kappa Sigma. Ooh. And, before he left, he said, Shaheen, I want you to take my place. So I talked to the bros in Kappa Sigma. And, oh man, I told him like, I can't join this frat. It's like $300 so people can be my friends. I don't need that in my life. But I mean, for anyone who joined a frat, you be you. I'm just saying it's lame.
You do you. It's not for me.
Yeah, to each their own.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're lame, you should join a frat, yeah.
Yeah, and then I stopped. I was like, no, not a frat. No, I'm okay, right? And then I looked at APSA, cause I'm Asian. I was like, maybe I'll make some friends there. And
okay, wait, before we continue, let's give them context of what APSA is for those that don't know. APSA, I think, stands for Asian Pacific
Service? No, not service.
No,
Student
Association. Why would you go to service before?
I don't know. I don't know. That's just
Anyway, yeah, APSA is arguably the biggest Asian student organization in SDSU. It is a massive club that has its own divisions of everything. They could be their own country, honestly.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's APSA.
Yeah, and I remember I went to APSA for the meetings and like the weekly activities, and it was fun. It was okay, but I wasn't really like enjoying it. Like, I would laugh and here and there, but I wasn't really enjoying it. And I come back to my room one time, and then I'm talking to my roommate, and he's like, how about you go check out JSA? And I'm just like, what the hell is JSA? And then he's like, oh, JSA is a
Jewish Student Association.
But then
Shalom, brother.
Hallelujah. No,
Hallelujah. Dude, how did you get past freshman year?
I don't know.
How did you survive outside of your house?
Hallelujah.
Anyways, and then he said, like, how about you go check out JSA, which stands for Japanese Student Association. You should definitely check that out. Anyways, I was like, okay, yes, why not? I'll go check it out, right? So I go to JSA's meeting, and I walk into the room, and the first thing I see is just Latinos, right? Just a lot of not Japanese people. And I mean,
it's probably Filipinos, but
I think
that's what I initially thought. That's what I initially thought. Right? So then,
in his defense, a lot of the Filipinos do have Hispanic last names.
Yeah.
I wonder why.
Let's not.
History.
Let's not. Anyways. So I just look around the room, and I'm just like, where's my people, right? And I just sit down, and I'm just like looking around. I'm just like, okay, I guess I'll just sit here. And I was on my phone, just like looking through like, Facebook and Instagram or something. And Joseph, he was the first one who came up to talk to me, and Joseph comes up to me. He's like, oh, hey, what's your name and stuff like that. And we talked. And then I just thought like, oh, this is a really nice guy, right? He's pretty cool. And then we keep talking, and then Cisco comes in, and
I think so.
And then Cisco talks to me, and then like we're talking, and he's a funny guy, right? I really like him, and I talk to him, and he's like, I'm laughing, right? He's, I'm actually having a good time. I was like, hey, these are some pretty cool people, and I just talked to them. We did some like game activity. I think it was like musical chairs. When I was there, yeah, we did musical chairs. And I just, I kind of like JSA. And I was like, oh, maybe I'll come back next week, right? And
okay, before you continue, let's provide some more context. I'm assuming anyone who actually listens to these podcasts already knows this much, but just in case, JSA, the Japanese Student Association, is the club that connects everyone that will ever be on this show.
Yeah.
It connects Eric. It connects Erica and I.
Yeah.
Albert, Ray, everybody's connected through this club. Through generations. Not even one semester or 1 year. It's the past few years. When Ray joined, Ray, you started your freshman year, end of August 2018, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I was long gone. But I still know him, and I'm sure this will come up later. But I mean, like, this is the club that everything happens in. Even when it's outside the club.
Yep.
It is truly mystical and also a prison. Continue.
Yeah, and then I remember I went to a meeting. I was like, hey, these are pretty cool people, right? So then I was juggling between APSA and JSA, and, and I went to both, right? I made time so I could go to both. But I was really liking JSA more because the friends and the people I talked to, or the friends I made in JSA were like more genuine, and I actually had a good time with them. So I was like, APSA, you could leave, right? I left APSA.
Yeah, APSA, could you just leave the room, please?
And then
it's like you're on The Bachelor and you gave the rose to JSA.
Yeah, and then I started to go to more JSA, and I was having so much fun. Oh my god, it was.
What was your first social?
I don't remember, to be honest. I don't remember, but the most memorable one was Potato Chip. Oh no, it was Cow's Mountain. Cow's Mountain was my first ever social for JSA. And
Cow's Mountain is a hike, in case those that don't know.
Yeah, and I talked with a couple of people there. Ryusuke was there. He didn't really come to JSA, but Ryusuke was there. He's a really cool guy. I talked with Corey. He doesn't also really, and stuff like people people within JSA, and just I had a really good time. I was laughing a lot. Talked with Alfredo, Sauce, people like that, and man, it was a lot of fun. And then I just kept going, and I just fell in love with JSA.
Are you crying?
No.
If you are, let me know so I can cry with you.
I'm not crying. And
you said, why would you cry? Nothing about you makes sense. Why would we know what makes you, like, at this point, anything could happen. Hallelujah. I don't know what might happen to you.
Yeah, and then, it was a great year. But I have a lot more to talk about. Is there anything you guys want to, ask me? Because I don't want to.
Before you dive in deeper?
Yeah.
Let's see. Who was your first friend?
My first friend?
Yeah.
Probably Cisco.
It is now in the history books. If you change that, you'll ruin everything.
Because Cisco was really the reason why I kept coming back. He would keep inviting me to stuff like,
you need to send this episode to Cisco so he knows he's loved.
Because Cisco was the one who kept pulling me in. He, like, cause Jay said we have weekly events, like Wacky Warrior Wednesday, and like, we draw stuff on Tuesday and stuff like that, right? Yeah. And we would have all these weekly events, and Cisco would be the one to always invite me, like, oh, we're gonna play volleyball right now. Wanna come, right? And I'd be like, yeah, sure, I'll come. And, I would go and I'll talk with him, and through him, with the help of him, I would talk with other people and, get close with him and become, friends, and it was a good time. Yeah.
He's your gateway drug to JSA.
Yeah, basically. He was my supplier.
I didn't say that, but okay.
So yeah, I'm really grateful to Cisco and to mostly Cisco and Joseph, because those two were really the one that showed me how nice and fun JSA could be. So, thank you to both of you.
Snaps.
Oh yeah, we decided against clapping because it sounds
weird.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds like a whole lot of haram.
Yeah, and oh man, the people I met through JSA, the connection I've made is it's a lot different than high school, because high school is you were friends, but because for me, I was friends, but I wasn't we weren't super close. We were just friends / acquaintance. That's what it was, mostly in high school. But then I got into JSA and I was like, I love you guys.
You would go bald and get tattoos.
Yeah. I'll talk about friends that I made.
Okay.
I guess I'll talk about you, Shaheen, first.
It's roasting time.
Yeah, boy. Anyways.
Ooh, let me take off my shirt.
I mean, I remember Shaheen, you came at towards still the kind of the beginning of my first freshman year, right? When did you get here?
He came towards the end.
You came to
the first week of November.
Oh, so the end of first semester.
In the middle, but middle, okay, sure.
Middle, yeah, okay, yeah.
Midterm season.
And then the when we first met, I remember you said my name, we haven't met at all, and you said, "Hello, Ray," and I got scared. I was like, how does this man...
Okay, aside from the rumors that I am indeed omnipotent, it's also because Ray posts a lot of the JSA stuff. And
oh, right.
His picture pisses me off because he's wearing blue glasses upside down or something. Every time I see his face, I'm like,
ooh, that was funny. Kyra hesitated to add him to the Facebook group because of that picture.
See? I knew Kyra was of flesh and blood from me.
And
it's like she's carrying out my will. Continue, sorry.
Okay, and then so I see Shaheen and we meet, right? And the meeting's going on. I haven't said a single word to him. I'm just wondering who's this man? Why does everybody know him, right? So then I'm just sitting there and he's talking behind me. He's talking with Eriko, right? Mm-hmm. And then I don't know what he did, but he got a booger on his finger, right?
Ew.
and he rubs it on my back.
What the hell is wrong with you? What the heck?
Okay, I do remember rubbing something on his back. The booger is not 100% true. I don't know what that was. There was an inanimate object on my finger that may have been animate at some point. I don't know what it was. I just want
to remind everybody, this was our first encounter. I've never seen this man. He knows my name. I'm just wondering, who is this guy? And then he just picks I don't know if he picks his nose, but he just rubs something on my back, right? And then he's rubbing it real slow and just drilling it. Right? I turn behind him. I look behind to look at him, and I'm just like, what the hell is this man doing? And then he introduces himself. He's like, "Hi, I'm Shaheen. I'm Shaheen." Right? That was probably not the best first encounter you could have, but it was one of the
It's
best
in my top
encounters
5.
ever.
I don't know
Yeah.
about you. Yeah.
But then, how do we start to talk more? Why did we start to talk more? I remember, were you the one who kept inviting me to stuff? I don't remember.
Your first real, if I remember correctly, interaction was Boxing Day.
Oh,
That's
right.
when, that
That's
is
right.
the specific day Shaheen imprinted on you.
Yeah, I remember now. Yeah, that was the
Well,
first
you
day
did
we
a
actually.
lot for your first year.
Yeah, yeah, that was the first time me and Shaheen were like really talking with each other. And then we were playing cards, right? He was teaching me like Arabic cards, not Arabic cards.
A game?
Yeah, a game. Like
An Arabic Kuwaiti card game.
yeah, Kuwaiti garment. There you go. And then I kept talking, and then we would like talk, and then I would realize how funny this man was. Oh my god, I never met a man this funny. Good time.
I paid him to say all this, by the way.
Normal
No,
people don't say that, but okay.
I genuinely thought like, man, this guy is funny. Like our first encounter was pretty shitty, but this guy is funny, right?
It's pretty snotty of you to say
Yeah.
that.
Oh man.
You know,
And then that's was like really our first kickoff. Like that's when we started to get real close, and because Shaheen was only in the United States for 1 month, and so he didn't have a lot of time, but we would just he would invite me to a lot of stuff, and I was really appreciative of that because he would help me introduce me to like other people within and outside of JSA, and I would go to his apartment a lot, sometimes sleep over, and
in the same bed, yeah.
and stop.
We actually made you strip down.
In my
Oh, man.
underwear.
That did happen.
Those weird nipple nights. Those are. Whew.
Oh yeah, and then I had a lot of fun, and then when the day came when Shaheen left.
The equivalent of me dying.
Are you crying now?
I'm not crying.
Let me know so I could cry with you.
I'm not crying. But then, like, cause literally, cause Shaheen was there for like 1 month, so like 30 days, right? I was probably with him for like 25 days.
Yeah, you went home back on Thanksgiving.
Yeah, I was literally with him the whole month. I was almost with him the whole month he was there, and we talked about some, deep stuff. We were talking about, like, we were talking a lot, right? And then we got super close. I hope are we still super close, Shaheen?
Yeah, I don't know why you're questioning.
I don't know. I feel uncomfortable when I say I'm super close with him. But yeah, I got super close with him, and when the day came when he left, like, not gonna lie, the first month I was kind of sad, like, oh man, he's not here anymore, and yeah, that was.
Are you crying now? Because now I am.
This kind of goes against my theory that no one missed him.
No,
He is crying.
Yeah, I think this is what happened, right? And I think this is my fault. In all of my years in JSA, I've given off the idea that I don't apply to human rules. So me leaving, everyone was like, he's just gonna pop up tomorrow somewhere.
Yeah, it really be like.
I believed it. I was afraid to sleep on the plane. I just wake up back in the hotel. So but yeah, no, it's so hard to accept leaving. I think it's something a lot of people experience.
Yeah.
Study abroad or having to say goodbye to a friend. For example, Kana left recently, so I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys are bummed out about that.
Yeah, I was about to cry, but then I hit her drink out of her hand, and I'm like, the mood is ruined.
Yeah, but talking about Shaheen a little bit more, because he was only there for a month, right? Cause
yes.
When you only see a person for a month, you wouldn't get really that close, right? You become friends, but it's not like you would miss him after he leave. But the month he was there, he made me laugh so much. He gave me a lot of good times, and I really appreciate what you did for me. So
no problem, buddy. I'll be back soon. We'll make more good times, non-sexually. And also the reason why I also got close to Ray is because he was a fresh boy interested in JSA. So I bestowed wisdom upon him on JSA's past in order to help give him the information needed to hopefully him, along with the new generation, to guide JSA to success and continue with growth. But yeah, I think, and he's fun. I remember when you left for Thanksgiving, Erica and I were like, "Oh man, we already miss him."
Oh yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. When we remembered that you were coming back, I forgot which day, but we were thinking like, "Oh man, let's text him. Let's see if he's back already. Let's go pick him up from the bus station."
I can't handle Shaheen alone for too long.
We had Kana there. What are you talking? No, Kana wasn't there either. We had Eriko and thanks.
I think one of them was with us though when we picked up Ray. It was Kana.
Yeah, it was Kana.
Was it Kana?
Yeah, Kana.
Because Kana was with her family during most of Thanksgiving.
No, I remember it was Kana. I opened the door and then Kana's about to fall out because she's leaning on the door and she's like, I opened it, she's about to fall out. I was like, oh.
We also missed Kana too.
Yeah.
Even though she was there just with her family.
But yeah,
I think it's because the days are numbered that they become more meaningful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. And yeah, that was my encounter with Shaheen. It was a good time.
Are you crying?
No, I'm not crying.
Let me know so I can cry with you.
I'm not gonna cry yet, not yet.
Not yet.
Yeah, and I guess I'll talk about you, Erica.
Oh, Worm?
Yeah.
Oh shit, I'm nervous.
I remember when I first met you, people were not warning me, they were telling me that people were telling me like, oh, she's very straightforward. Like, if you cannot handle that, you probably don't want to speak with her, right? And I got intimidated. I was like, oh shit, is she gonna murder me or something? And then when I first started talking to you, yeah, like everybody was like, you were pretty straightforward. And I got scared. I was like, I can't handle this person. But and then we would talk, and I would realize like, even though you were pretty straight and sometimes a little harsh, like, I think you're pretty careful, right? You actually like cared for this club, like you cared for JSA and you cared for the people within it. And I was like, damn, this person's a good person. Like, people.
I'll translate for him. He said that the bronchitis is slowing you down, so you can't go all out on him.
And then I was like, oh man, like, this is a really nice person. Like, I want to become friends with you.
Lit.
Or friends with her. And then, we talked a little bit about some deep stuff, some problems we had, and then I'm just like, now you're gonna graduate, right?
Yeah.
Like, you're not gonna be with us for such that long of a time, and I don't know why, but this weekend I just realized that shit, Erica's leaving too, and I got a little sad.
I mean, I'm not leaving until February. Like, everyone's like,
Yeah,
well, I'm gonna miss you. I'm like, I'm still here until February, but okay.
No, I know, like, we know, I think most of us know that, but just knowing the fact that, you're gonna leave,
you're not a student anymore.
Yeah.
Oh,
kind of changes the whole thing.
It's sad.
Yeah.
Days are changing. That's what,
It'd be like that sometimes.
You're a fun time. Like, Erica, you make me laugh too. You're a fun time. You're a great time. There's not a time when you're there, and it's never boring when you're there.
Lit.
It's always fun.
That's me saying thank you.
Thank you for the translation. I couldn't understand. But it's always a fun time. It's always a great time. It's just, why do you have to leave?
I'm not dying.
No, both leaving. Ugh. Right?
Don't tell anyone, but you're my favorite freshman.
This is it's gonna be public.
Oh, what is Liam and Masa gonna do? Fight me?
You don't know.
Scrawny ass boys. I ain't scared of them.
Liam is he's gonna hiss at you.
He's gonna come to school with I don't know.
Oh man, I remember his list.
Man. Wherever you're going with that joke.
I know, I stopped myself. Don't worry about it.
Masa.
Masa's just Masa.
Yeah.
That's great. I'm glad I could be an influence in your life for a short amount of time.
Yeah, it was a great time. Oh man, I'm just sad that Shaheen left. Now you're gonna leave, and
I mean, you can always message me. I'm pretty shitty at responding sometimes, but I'm here.
It's okay.
Did you say message me?
I don't know.
Is that halfway through massage and message?
It's a problem.
He has to text it while massaging the keyboard. How's this gonna
it's
work?
bronchitis, bro. Don't hate.
I'm just gonna be like, hello. I'm just gonna be like, hello. There's gonna be 4 hours.
It's gonna be like, I'm gonna send messages while I'm sitting on a massage chair. You're just gonna hear.
It has to be the one from Mitsuha.
Yeah. Every time I speak higher, it's because the thing is going up my butt. It's
For
like,
anyone
hello!
who's in San Diego that doesn't know what we're talking about, go to Mitsuha on Convoy Street.
No.
And use the massage chairs there. They are eye-opening. And
some of them have it, some of them don't, so you should try to find them. An asshole opening.
Either way, you'll know what we mean if you go there. You already don't know what I mean.
It's kind of hidden. You have to find it.
I'll find you before you find it. I'm telling you that.
Oh no.
I think also, Ray, going back to being serious, I think you're really lucky too, cause my freshman year, I'm not friends with anyone I met anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Not really. I don't know about Shaheen, but yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, when we briefly discuss our freshman years, we'll recount the events and connections and relationships.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so too, because both of my roommates, they didn't join a club, and I'm almost never in my room. I come back at 11, every day, and I see them both just staring at the computers, and I ask them oh, what did you guys do today? And they always tell me nothing. So, yeah, I think I am pretty lucky for a freshman, to be honest. Yeah.
Great. Snaps to that.
Wonderful. Let's drink to it, but I can't. I'm fasting, so someone drink twice as much.
I have Henny.
Okay. I have water right here.
You said Henny or honey?
Henny.
It's Henny. Oh, is that a beer thing?
No, it's alcohol. It's not beer.
Yeah. Isn't it whiskey?
It's a cognac. I don't know if I'm saying that right, to be honest. It's
Conic?
Conic? I don't know, man.
Cognic?
No, AC.
A. See, the only reason why I know my alcohol is because in Dragon Ball Super, the angels are named after alcohol.
It's brandy.
Oh.
The only reason why I know brandy is because Cody Rhodes' wife is Brandy.
Okay.
But yeah. Yeah, the friends. Going back to the topic. Yeah, made really good friends with Shaheen and Erica and Japanese students, right? There's people like Tomoya, right?
Yeah.
Tomoya, Kota, Kentaro, Mao, people like that. Momoe. They were a good time too.
Momoe is when Moe transforms.
No,
Isn't Momoe Tomoya's mom?
There are two different people. There are two different people, and no, Tomoya's mom is named Momoe, but there's different.
You text Tomoya's mom? Who are you, Liam?
No, I remember I was talking with Tomoya, and then he was like, oh yeah, my mom wants to meet you. Okay, and she said,
honestly, his mom sounds fun.
Yeah, she sounds really funny. Because Tomoya's funny.
I didn't say funny, I said sounds fun.
Oh. Yeah, same thing, right?
No.
Wink wink. Anyways.
I need to leave.
Wait, really? No, you don't.
No, I'm joking.
Okay. But yeah, JSA helped me connect me with other, Japanese people.
So eventually you did get your people.
Yeah, I did get to meet my people, and I got super close with them too. I still text some of them even to this day, and because I'm gonna go to Japan soon, so we promised to meet each other back in the homeland. So
I don't like the way you're phrasing it.
So I'm excited. I'm excited to go back to Japan. Super excited actually. Yeah, and. Yeah, made a lot of good friends in JSA. Just very appreciative. I'm very thankful.
Would you say that your freshman year was basically just JSA?
Yeah, my freshman year was basically JSA, and I don't regret it one bit.
Nice.
Yeah, I don't regret it at all. Actually, I'll talk about Gakusai first.
Oh yeah.
Man, okay, just don't take all the time.
Okay, fine. Okay, I'll just not talk about Gakusai and go into Undokai.
No, just talk about Gakusai. I already opened the fucking... Oh my god, I cursed. You make me angry.
Dude, that's crazy. I hate that.
Lord, forgive me for I have sinned.
Yeah, but Gakusai, for the people who don't know, Gakusai is show, the students Japanese culture, Japanese festival games.
It's basically Japanese culture night.
Yeah, basically. And that was a really good time. We went through from setting it up to actually executing the event and then cleaning up. It was a lot of work, but overall the experience was super fun. I got close with a lot of people. That's where I kind of got close with Mas. I just kept stealing the Pocky sticks, and he would get mad at me. He's like, "Stop taking them." I was like, "Stop." So yeah, Gakusai was a lot of fun.
The freshman coalition was created.
Yeah, and we also did. That was the first semester, and second semester we did Undokai, and I participated as a coach and a player. I was in charge.
Undokai is a big sports festival. I think we discussed it before on this podcast.
Yeah. I was in charge of dodgeball, and even though I didn't do much, a lot of my other coaches like Joseph, Chris, and Albert, they really helped me. They showed me what to do, and very thankful for those three as well. And yeah, it was a lot of fun. Oh, dodgeball. Ooh, we dominated dodgeball. You guys came out and played. Yeah, Undokai was super fun as well, and I want to become a coach again for next
You
semester.
also won it in your first year. Bear in mind that in my 5 years, well, the last year is when I retired, but in my 4 years of important JSA work, I strived to win Undokai, and it took us 4 years to finally train properly and take it seriously to the point that we finally won. So the fact that you won in your first year,
we didn't even just win; we dominated.
Yeah, we dominated.
Yeah. Like so that means that the next step is to win every game, not just the majority.
Yeah. It was. Oh man, we shouted, we screamed, we hustled, we. The other team was not good enough for us. It was not even a challenge. I thought to myself, like, really? These guys? Like, I think we trained a little bit too hard.
No hate to our brethren from UCSD,
no hate at all.
UCLA, UCI. Who else is our friends?
Yeah, but
OCC, I think, are friends.
Yeah, OCC.
It was a lot of fun. But I think
Santa Barbara.
We came a little bit too prepared. Like,
there's no such thing.
We came a little bit
perfectly prepared. You came under prepared. That's how preparation is important. Yeah, we came a little bit too prepared. What did I just say? I'm not gonna cuss. I'm sorry. I need to get that out of my system. But yeah, Undokai was a lot of fun, and not to go into like, my relationship life as a freshman. For those who don't know, I never had a girlfriend, right?
Me too.
Of course.
Of course, it is 2019. She can have whatever she wants. She can have 3 girlfriends and a cheeseburger. Nobody's gonna look twice at her.
They might. That's kind of bad.
Yeah, the cheeseburger is kind of bad.
Yeah. What was I saying? Right. I never had a girlfriend. I had actually no. I don't want to say that. Oh
man, now I don't want to know what you want to say.
I was gonna say I had many opportunities, but I chose not to. It just makes me sound like a bad person.
Let's phrase it properly. You could have possibly pursued relationships, however, you did not deem it appropriate or that you weren't prepared to have one at that point.
Yes, thank you. Exactly what he said.
He's dyslexic, so he's kind of all over the place.
I'm discount. I can't speak English very well. Anyways.
Yeah.
So.
It's funny, whatever you're gonna say next is because, when I was there was like a whole day where we described what would happen if you would, like, we were describing you getting a girlfriend, basically.
Yeah.
I don't know if you remember that day.
Not really, to be honest.
We got into gruesome detail about, that's what happens when you do it properly.
Yeah, my freshman year, I was like, okay, like, maybe I'll start looking into a relationship, right? Because high school, I wasn't really interested. I was looking around. I was testing some waters. I kind of, like, I was like, oh, this person might be a good choice, or like this person might be good for me, but then I would later be like, nah, maybe not, right? And when I was looking around, I was testing some water, and then at one point I kind of just gave up. I was like, oh, this is really time consuming, uses up a lot of energy, like stuff like that. So I kind of stopped, right? I was kind of doing that my first semester, and then a little bit in the beginning of second, but I kind of stopped and I was like, oh, I'm okay. I don't need to do this. And then, towards like the middle of second semester, there was this girl that we were talking to. We were friends for like the longest time. And Shaheen actually introduced her to JSA, and Shaheen, I am sure you know who I am talking about.
We both do.
Oh, you both do? Yes.
A lot of our listeners probably do, but
yeah, she came she came at like towards the middle of the first semester, right?
She came 1 week after I came back. Or no, she came to a meeting before, but then stopped and then came back in that second meeting.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, she came. So we were friends for the longest time. And like we were pretty close. We were good friends, and then because usually when I look for a person, I was pretty generic of like why I would like this person is because like, oh, they're super nice, oh, they make me laugh, like something generic like that, right? That's what I was looking for in a person. But then she made me kind of blush for the first time ever in my life.
Ooh.
Yeah, I never felt like in Japanese you would say kinto suru, like your heart would skip a beat, right? I never felt that feeling, or I never blushed ever in my life. I met her, and that was 6-7 months after I met her. So then I was like, oh, like this person may be the right choice, and yeah, that's why I started liking my current, yeah.
Girlfriend?
Yeah.
Your current girlfriend?
Yes.
Could you not say it? Oh, what happened?
I can't. I don't want to say that word. I still can't believe it.
Okay, try saying them as two separate words. We practiced with the title.
No.
We can practice with this one.
Yeah. Friend girl or not? Oh
my god.
Oh my god. He's actually dyslexic.
I'm just kidding. I was just joking.
Yeah,
my girl friend.
Cool.
Oh, what do you want to wait until tomorrow? Girlfriend. Girl.
Yeah. So yeah, she's a wonderful person. Yeah, my first girl friend was ever made in JSA.
You know what? The pauses are getting less. It's great progress.
Yeah, but yeah, my freshman year was mostly JSA, and I liked every second.
You just friend zoned JSA.
No, I don't know. I was
Man,
like,
you have some commitment issues, don't you?
No, I was like, weird. I think that's weird. Oh, I'm weird. And
No, I loved every second of it. Sounds great.
Okay.
I liked every second of it. It's like, yeah, it was whelming. It wasn't overwhelming. It wasn't underwhelming. It was whelming.
Let me say that again. I loved every second of it.
See, no hesitation. No hesitation. You gotta go in. Gotta go in horde.
And thank you for interrupting me when I was saying it.
You said it once. Why are you saying it twice? We already had.
Like okay.
Man, it's not the emails. You're not supposed to send so many of them. So to summarize, your freshman year, first month, no friends, your roommates are kind of lame, frats not your thing. You joined APSA when you started looking for social groups. APSA was fine. It was whelming. And then you joined JSA. JSA stole your heart, specifically Cisco.
Yeah.
And then you became close friends with a lot of people. I changed your life. Erica intimidated you. And then let's see what happened.
Became friends
and then you gained some international friends. You won. You organized you were a part of a big culture night. You won one of the biggest events in JSA, and if not the biggest event of JSA.
Uh-huh.
And then you got a girlfriend, and this was all within your freshman year. How are your grades?
First semester was shaky. I got a 3.14.
Oh man, I haven't seen a 3 in years.
I got a 3.14. It was pretty. I knew myself like, oh man, like I can improve. I didn't study so much. I can improve. And then second semester came. I did a lot better. I got a 3.74. Yeah, 3.74 my second semester. And
so you are living proof that you could join JSA, have a good time, get a girlfriend, and still get a good GPA.
Yes.
What a life, man.
Yeah.
What a first year.
It was so much fun. When people
Well,
ask me like,
I have good news for you.
huh?
It's uphill from here and then very downhill after like 2 more years.
Is that good
Then
news?
after college, it's not even a hill anymore. It's just like off a cliff. You're just going down.
Yeah. Because
But stay positive.
people ask me like, oh, how was your freshman year? Or like, how's college? And I just look at them like, I can only just say it's great. It's fantastic.
It's glorious.
It is amazing. What? But yeah, yeah, that's pretty much summarizing my freshman year.
Okay, and what a year it was. We'll give you. I think we already told you the story before. You, Ray, not the people, maybe the people. But Erica,
Yes.
would you like to share your freshman year experience, although summarized?
Yeah. I killed it. Got straight A's both semesters.
Woo!
Social life was pretty good. Like honestly, freshman year was my bitch. If I'm being honest, and then sophomore year it all just went downhill. Yeah, so
And off the cliff.
yeah. If there's anything else to say, which there isn't. It was cool. It was lit. Had a good time. Had a party. Yeah. That didn't have any drama. Wasn't invested in anything, so yeah.
Good. So it's a relaxing first year. And there's no JSA in your first year, which is
First, second, and third year.
Yeah, you didn't join until your last 2 years?
Yeah.
That's a good time. It's never too late. Albert also joined late. What was it, like third year? Something like that. Fourth year. But yeah. My freshman year, I'm gonna skip getting to America because that was in the study abroad episode. But basically I came here, I missed orientation, no friends, didn't make lots of friends in class in the beginning. My 13 Kuwaiti friends that I traveled with all decided to use the same knife to stab me in the back with. And then I was extremely alone with no friends, not even ones from back home. And just like what Ray did, we'll go to school, come back home, go to school, get food, go home. That's basically what I did for months instead of just 1 month. And then I did make some friends in Japanese class, but we didn't hang out that much outside of school. So, I mean, how canon is that? And then I contemplated going back to Kuwait after my first year. Not because I can't handle study abroad. It was just, I'm not benefiting from the study abroadness of it. I could do the same thing in Kuwait and get the benefits of having, my laundry done, or home cooked meals, whatever. But then, in my second semester when I joined, my friend Megan said, you want to come to JSA? And I said, yeah, sure. So I go to JSA and then I meet Gigi, Mono, and Alex, 3 people that to this day are important, including, and I met Steven, Asian Steven, in Japanese class, but he didn't play a major role in JSA until a little bit later, and it's a whole Porsche thing that if he's ever a guest on the show, he'll mention it. But I when I joined JSA, everything turned around. All of a sudden, I was going out with people. I remember even going to, because after I finished my class, and I made sure all my classes would finish before 3 or 4 p.m., I would go home. But this one time I went home, Gigi messaged me. She said, hey, are you on campus? I said, no, I'm at home watching The Big Bang Theory. I've memorized the first 4 seasons. And then she said, oh, I was checking if you wanted to grab lunch with me. And I was like, you want to have lunch with me, as in sit on the same table and have a meal and talk like normal people? Do I get to experience that kind of friendship? And she said, "Why are you weird? Why are you talking like this?" So then I would stay, after that I would stay a little bit later after school waiting for that, lunch invite again. And, as pathetic as that sounds, considering how, different I am portrayed now in JSA, it really did start from the saddest, of beginnings in terms of everything from my confidence to, just how social I have become. I've always been, to a certain extent, social. It's just that a whole change of environment, and to be honest, when you get stabbed in the back a few times, you kind of become less willing to socialize for the first few months. But one invitation literally changed the entirety of my life. Not just in college, future. It's been a year since I graduated, and my closest friends that I still to this day contact at least once a week are friends that I've made through those 5 years in JSA. It is an amazing experience, and even though my grades were not as good as you guys, I would not exchange any moment that I spent with those people for a 3.0 GPA. That's how low I'm aiming. 2.5. That's how low I'm aiming. I mean, I still graduated. Yeah. I said she. I didn't say the bad word. But yeah,
you already
college,
said fuck, so I mean,
yeah, but
really
I prayed for forgiveness, and I condemned Ray to the 7th layer of hell. Okay, that's what I have to do. But yeah, no, freshman year was miserable in the beginning, but really ended on an extremely high note that opened up a gate to my sophomore year, which started with a kidney stone and a depressing few months, and then a shattered leg. But after that semester, then things got better.
Yeah, I think JSA
is a drug.
JSA, I think it really connects people together. Like,
yeah.
When I was with APSA, yeah, I mean,
you're really gonna go for them, aren't you?
Yeah. Dude, like looking at it now, I'm just like, God, like they're a big difference. Like APSA, you do become friends, right? You do create a little group, but
you have a community, but not necessarily intimate friends.
Yeah, that's what I think. And when you're with JSA, it's just like, you know.
Well, I mean, JSA at some point was like APSA, just extremely small.
Mm-hmm. But
like 15 members, and they would try to be just like APSA. Can you imagine how miserable that feels?
Oh man.
Yeah. But luckily, there was a change of management and good things started coming.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not going to say my opinion. This isn't a political podcast. I'm going to.
Yeah, JSA, it really did change my life in a good way.
And hopefully it will continue to change your life in a good way until it destroys you and takes everything you have.
And just crumbles me.
And then there you are at 3 a.m. next to a Denny's parking lot, crushing some crack cocaine so you can snort it up.
Oh my God.
Just.
Then you have to go back into that Denny's where 50, 60 members of JSA are waiting for their food to be served, and you have to smile and say, "Yeah, let's keep going."
So excited.
Wonderful time
for the cocaine.
What?
Well, nothing. But yeah, that was pretty much my freshman year. Super happy.
If you could. And Erica, this question extends to you.
Yes.
But if you could give any advice to any upcoming freshmen who will definitely not be listening to this podcast, because it makes no sense why any of them would.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you could give them any advice, what would it be?
Don't take morning classes.
Oh, amen. Preach.
That's all I can say.
I just finished high school. Ooh, I did 7 a.m. for 12 years straight. I could do 7 a.m. It's different when you have to drive yourself. It's different when you have to nobody's there to wake you up. You don't have a mom. You don't have nobody to wake you up. When you have to force yourself off of bed, it's tough. Yeah, don't take 7 a.m. classes. Don't take 8 a.m. Don't take 9 a.m. 10 maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
My advice is, be social. Join clubs. Really, really. I know everybody says this, but really, like, look into clubs, join clubs. Like, I know grades are really important, but like.
But G's are genuinely easier than whatever you have to face later on.
Yeah, like, keep your grades up at a relatively good high, like 3.7, like 3.5. I think that's doable.
3.7 is pretty high.
I've never seen a 3.7. I don't know what that means. Those numbers together, I don't.
Like, keep it around like a 3.5, maybe like a 3.4, but just be social.
Just stay, 4.0. Just keep at it.
Yeah.
But I mean, here's the thing that a lot of freshmen do once they join college is, man, they really want to go drinking.
Yep.
Yeah.
They go to parties and they go get wasted. And if that's your thing, just make sure that to do it as safely as possible. Don't go alone. Have a buddy there. Don't drink too much. Don't get alcoholic poisoning. Don't end up in the hospital when you're underage. Drink responsibly. And I mean, I'm Muslim, so I shouldn't even be condoning this at all. But honestly, I don't care what you do with your life. But I mean, Ray, I don't think you've done a lot of partying, like to that extent partying, you know what I mean? Like frat parties or whatever. I know you've been to, have you?
No.
I'm not gonna say.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say it online. If you want to know about it, just message me. Just kidding.
You're a thought. Is thought a bad word? But Erica, did you do much parties?
No.
If any?
I mean, I got straight A's. What do you think?
I don't know. This guy got a 3. He got a 3.7 girlfriend and a club. So nothing makes sense in this world. What happened to the 3 rules? Sleep, social life, grades. He broke the formula. But I mean, I didn't. The first semester definitely no parties. Second semester I've been to like 1 or 2, and they're not wild. So sorry we cannot help you. Whoever is listening to this that is a freshman, who I'd be surprised if they're even listening to this. But yeah, just stay safe, have fun, but do it responsibly. So we asked you guys on a certain day that I cannot remember when, what's your best or worst memory from freshman year? So we all decided to pick one answer that we either wanted to talk about or resonated with or is special to us. Cowboy Tanaka, would you like to go first?
Yes, sure. So the question was, what was your best, worst memory from freshman year? And this person answered, acting like I don't know English. And I can relate. I did get lost. I do know English though. There's some words I just can't pronounce correctly. What was that word?
So you didn't act. You just genuinely were.
It was genuine.
You were genuinely just illiterate.
I mean, Ray does like to act stupid, so people pity him.
Yeah, no, he acts definitely.
Yeah, I act stupid, so I could trick people. Games. Yeah.
Don't.
Yes.
Fuck you. I can't believe it. I'm so salty. I called it, and I'm like, well, fuck you. I'm just gonna ignore it anyways. I called the bluff, and then I'm like, I ignored it.
Yeah.
Dumbass. Yeah, anyways.
Sometimes I act so I could get past the phase.
So you can get past security when you're trying to go into the club?
Yeah.
Like, I don't have money, and then you lower your cleavage slowly.
I'm so lonely.
If you ever get stopped by the police officer, you just say, I'm sorry, you start crying.
I mean, I wouldn't do that, but...
Oh, so you draw the line there, okay.
Yeah. No problem crying at the club, but...
But the police officer, ooh.
Because mess with us.
Man, you guys are sounding choppy from my end. I hope,
It sounds fine to me.
Yeah, it sounds fine to me.
We'll use your recording, probably. Nobody cares about you, Ray. God dang.
Shit.
Fine, I'll leave right now.
No, give it a few seconds. We're trying to wrap up the god dang.
Okay. Sorry.
Okay, Erica, please.
Mine is, I had no friends, so there is no memories. Or I'm paraphrasing, but basically they didn't have any friends. And the reason why I chose this is not that I resonated with it, because I did have friends, but you know, it kind of shows that like not everyone has a good freshman year. I mean, I don't want to assume like they had a shitty year, but it's not, college life sometimes isn't all glitz and glamour, you know. Shit, I hate it, and didn't enjoy any second of it. So I just wanted to give a shout out to that person because maybe your freshman year wasn't good, but senior year, right? Senior year.
Maybe your freshman year wasn't good, but you know the others won't be good either.
Yeah, you know, sophomore and junior year were probably maybe I don't want to speculate, but senior year. Oh, you know, senior year. Ugh.
Eventually, you'll have a good week, and that's all you can keep in your memory. A good week is all you need sometimes.
Yeah.
To trick yourself into thinking it's a good year.
Yeah. It's like, I smiled once this semester. It was good.
Best freshman year ever. So the one that I picked is one that is a special story. So it's what's your best worst memory from freshman year, and it's spraining my ankle, which then led me being taken hostage by the mafia. So this is, and I'm going to reveal the name, even though usually we don't reveal, but I will because it's a fun story. So this is Alex, Alex May, my guy, one of my close friends of freshman year and still a close friend to this day. Wow. But the way we became friends was weird. Weird because I'm weird. So Alex was in my Japanese class, and he was in JSA, not because I would separately joined JSA. And we weren't close. We had a mutual friend in Japanese class, and when I invited her, she invited him once. But it's okay. Like I talked to him or whatever. But one time we were leaving. He stepped out of East Commons, and he was limping. And then he saw me come to him, and then he started walking normally. And then he said, I hope Shaheen didn't notice that I was walking weird. And then I went up to him and I said, hey man, why are you walking weird? And then he said, oh, you know, I just woke up this morning and I had an injury. And then I said, okay, well, he said he's going to go to Cal Poly, which is the on-campus hospital. And then I said, okay, I'll go with you. And it's all the way on the other side. And he was so freaked out by the idea that I would just randomly midday go with him to the hospital. So we go there. And then when he got an appointment, I said, it's Chipotle day. You want to go eat Chipotle with me, Gigi, and Mono? And then he says, I guess. Now, Alex is very antisocial. He's not a social butterfly. So the fact that he's saying yes to these things was a surprise to me. But at the same time, I think I was terrifying enough that if he said no, that he was worried that I don't know, bite his throat out or something.
Smack him.
So we went to Capital, and then afterwards he said, oh, my appointment's up, I should go. And then I said, okay, me, Gigi, and Mona will come with you. Why are you deciding for us? And then we go there, and then eventually he ended up going to Gigi and Mona's house. And then we played a game of life, and then I said, hey. Okay, first of all, I showed them a video of Ginyu Force from Dragon Ball Z, and I said, we should be these guys. We should be a Tokusentai. We should be a Ginyu Force, a Gigi Force, because Gigi was the female member of the group, therefore the Queen Bee. Or in this case, the Queen G. And then everyone was like, I guess, and then we became super close friends. It all happened because he woke up one day and his frail body affected his sprained ankle, and the mafia is us. There's a theory within our group of friends that we caused the sprained ankle so that he would join our group later. In the beginning, they didn't clash well, everyone, because it was a weird like forced friendship. But then we realized we were all what we needed at that point, and it was great. Yeah, that's life, man. It starts with one small thing. Anyway, I need to sleep. I got work in like 6 hours or so.
So if you made it this far, congratulations.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Would you like okay, I'll give the special farewell. Or should we have Ray try it?
Ray,
No.
you should try it.
No.
Do you know what it is, Ray?
I don't know.
You don't?
I don't remember.
Oh.
Does that mean you don't listen to the podcast all the way
do,
through?
Except I do it when I'm doing laundry, so.
Oh, trust me, this moment is a standout moment.
I don't remember.
Okay. Well, if I do it now, maybe you will do it. We'll see.
Right.
Here's your signature high pitched voice.
That sounded like a dolphin.
I've been trying to learn multiple languages. Dolphin is next on my list.
Oh my god.
Man, I got lightheaded after that one.
That was sharp.
That was good.
Working on these, man, every day. Ray, would you like to go? You don't need your ears to make a high pitch. Go.
Oh, wait.
I've always wondered what a tire puncture would sound like in a stationary vehicle. So thank you.
Oh god.
Sorry, I don't think I could do it.
You know what? You tried, and just like freshman year, that's all we ask of you.
Mm-hmm.
Just keep trying.
Mm-hmm.
And good luck with sophomore year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That shit sucks. That was great. Thank you.
Next week. And as usual, we appreciate every second you waste with us.
Yes.
No, thank you for having me. It was a great time. I had a great time.
Ray, we enjoyed you as a guest, and hopefully you will grace us with your presence in the future.
Yes.
Oh, that's kind of a high-pitched voice. I don't like it anymore. You can stop.
Yeah.
It sounds like a very light fart. Okay. I'm gonna go get some Z's. I'll see you guys in the futures.
Bye.
Yeah. Bye-bye.
Farewell.